to a new video. Tonight we're at Sweet Springs Motorsports Complex back at our home track for a 2-day show. Last night we ran all the heat races, and then the weather came in and delayed all the features until today. If you'd like to go back and watch that whole show, you can watch it. It's going to be the last video that was uploaded before this one on the channel. So if you haven't seen that, you can go and watch that one, and I'll try to remember to leave it in the description down below as well. So check that out if you haven't seen it already. And tonight we're ready to get started on our night 2 program for Saturday night. Tonight we're actually only running one class. We're only going to be running non-wing tonight, so you'll just see one class of racing, one heat race, one feature. And the reason I'm doing that is because my girlfriend's actually running the powder puff race tonight. I've been begging her to run that race for the last 4 years now, and she's finally committed to doing it. So I'm really excited for that, and I figured it was worth taking a weekend off of traveling and worth taking off one of the classes and letting her run the other one. So I'm pretty excited for that. Unfortunately, she doesn't want to be on the camera, so I'm kind of respecting her in that, and she won't be in this, but I'm very excited for it, and I'm glad she's finally committing to doing it. We're about to go out for a non-wing heat race here shortly. I start 10th from what I've heard so far in the heat race. I'll go ahead and double check that just to be sure for you guys. So yeah, we will be starting 10th in our non-wing heat race right here. Some pretty decent drivers in it ahead of us. So I'll have to be smart about where I'm running, but the track seems like it's pretty widened out after those makeup features, so I'm not too worried about not being able to have a line or options to choose from on making my way up through there. So should be a pretty good heat race for us. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright guys, pretty good heat race for us right there. Went 9th to 3rd. That's actually going to be a really good heat race, and actually going to put us on the pole of this feature right here. So we got a good starting spot. Track looks really, really slick actually. There's tack just right around the berm if you can get down there, but it's really slick through the middle, so it's tough to, I think it's going to be tough to get down there into it. And we start on the inside. The cushion's still there. It's maybe not as good as it could be in 3 and 4, or maybe not even as good as the bottom is, but we'll see what we can do here. I tighten the car up a lot to be able to run the bottom if I have to, but hopefully it doesn't sacrifice the top too much if I end up having to go there too. But starting pulling this one, we'll see what we can do. another really good run for us here tonight in non-wing. Started first, and then Nathan Brookshire was able to get me on the start. I actually had a better start than he did probably, but I went down and ran the bottom, kind of just not knowing exactly what line was going to be best yet, and he was able to get me on the top. I think the top was a little bit better in 3 and 4 early on, and there was just nothing on the bottom in 3 and 4, it seemed like, throughout the whole race. But I think the bottom was a little bit better in 1 and 2 than the top early on. But it was just kind of a toss-up going out there not knowing exactly where you're going to run. But then, yeah, after one of those restarts, I went to the top after I kind of got mixed up on where I was on the track. So I went to the top in 1 and 2, and I didn't really mean to be there, but I just ripped it as hard as I could up there, and I closed right up in on him. So I was definitely running the top a little better than he was in 1 and 2, and I was able to, that kind of allowed me to set up some slide jobs there in the second half of the race. And from that point on, it was kind of just keeping the pressure on, and eventually he made a bobble in 1 and 2, and I was able to capitalize on that. But it was a really good race nonetheless, and they've been out most of the season waiting on an engine, so I'm glad they're back and racing again. It's always fun to race with them when we come back to Sweet Springs. But it was just a really good night for us. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta say a big thanks to Nathan Benson Motorsports, G-Force Chassis, Porter Steel Buildings, DDI Fabrication, Sure-Built Suspensions, AFD Graphics, and Advantech Dyno Service for all that they do to help us out. Thanks to all of you guys for following along. If you're new here, you can click the subscribe button to see more of my content. If you really liked it, be sure to click the like button down below. And then if you have any questions, comments, any suggestions you'd like to see in future videos, please leave a comment down below as well. I'd love to hear from any of you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you for the next one.